Now, as the saying goes, age is but just a number. Well, that is definitely true for most relationships. For many of us, age is nothing but a number. I do not know about you, but that is the conversation that we are going to be discussing today. Cross-generational relationships. And joining me, of course, are the ladies. Earlier on, we were discussing a very juicy conversation. Now we are back again with another one. Cross-generational relationships. I want an older man. I love the way he treats me. He's respectful. He has it all together. I do not want to date young boys because they do not know what they want. Well, those are conversations that we keep having in our no, I'm not speaking for myself. I'm just giving, I'm just putting the conversations into context. I'm not speaking from the heart. But before we dive into the conversation, let's first of all define what cross-generational relationships are. Well, cross-generational relationships are defined as non-marital sexual relationships where there is an age difference of at least 10 years between partners. Now, another term that I feel the need to actually elaborate more on is cross-generational sex. Now, cross-generational sex can be defined as sexual relationships between adults and partners who are young enough to be their children or even grandchildren. This is an issue that has been addressed by several people at different occasions and levels, and the results can never be assessed against their accomplishment. You know that saying of one man's poison, another man ate it? Well, what may not work for you or what did not work out for you could probably work out for me. So ladies, I would like to ask, is age a deal breaker when it comes to relationships for you?
No.
Hey, Sarah, why are you smiling?
Kira, go on.
Okay.
No, because I know what she's going to say. But yes, I know what Sarah is going to say. But cross-generation relationships is a no-go for me. No, I wouldn't want to date a man that is like my father. No, I wouldn't want that. But dating someone who's actually younger than me.
What if it looks like Denzel Washington?
Now the tables have changed.
You know?
Okay, now that you say Sandra, what
You
see what I
really
mean?
stick to what you think.
No, but I would actually date a man who is younger than me. 1 year difference. 1 year difference. If you're younger than me, I would definitely date. I've seen old men. Yeah, even an old man. Yes, I want an old man, but maybe 5 years difference, not 10 or 20 years difference, no. So I've seen grown people. I don't believe dating someone who is actually young is a problem because, like you said, age is nothing but a number. There's some people who are actually old, but they still have minds of young children. You know, the way they reason, the way they handle different situations is off. So, and I've actually also seen young people, the way they carry themselves, you know, responsibility-wise, the way they handle situations, you're like, this youngin, you know, has gotten some brains, you know. So yes, I would definitely date a young man, but 1 year difference. 1 year.
1 year below you.
Same age bracket.
I know it's the same age bracket, but for some reason it feels some type of way if somebody's like 10 years younger than me, 5 years, like, no, what are we doing?
Okay, Sarah, you're burning.
She's not
The floor
burning.
is yours.
What was your question, okay?
Is the age gap a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Would you date a man younger than you or way older than you?
First of all,
Otio.
I would never date a guy younger than me. Not even if you're younger than me by 5 seconds, I would not. Because the gist is in the details. He may come off as a mature or whatnot, or
You can see from
responsible,
their actions.
but it's in the details, in how they reason, in how they think. This is the thing. When you are older than the guy, you have more experience. Or when someone is older than you, regardless of whether it is a man or a woman, they have more experience in this thing called life. They have been exposed to way more than you have.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a year older than you, there's still a lot that could have happened in their life in that 1 year to make them, you know, more experienced than you in so many ways. And this is the thing with younger guys. Yes, they're good looking. They have
Yeah, I get you.
you understand. Bedroom affairs could be really good.
Amazing.
You understand. they are young. They
not
probably
guaranteed.
have better looking bodies. You understand?
They're able
But
to
it
match
comes
your
down-
energy.
Yes, but it comes down to the depth of the conversations that you have in reasoning, in how to handle crisis and all these situations. So why I say I would never date a younger guy is because, one, as a woman, I'm a very feminine woman. I am able to take care of myself. But if there's going to be a man in my life, you have to be the head. I want to follow. Because I work well as an assistant, honey, I will assist you. But if you're going to come into my life and expect me to lead, then I have no purpose for you in my life. That is just me personally. And the thing with older men, I think I would date a man who is way older, because when you get with a man who has reached, say, he's middle-aged, he's probably looking for a woman who is going to bring him peace, stability, and peace of mind. So I would probably date a man who is way older, because that man is in a better position to help me achieve my career aspects or my financial goals, and I'm assured of stability. Because listen, let's look, I hope we are having this question aside of love, right?
So love shouldn't be in the picture.
Love is like number 5 on the list.
But Sarah, for many people, in relation to what you've said, many people would argue and say that if you dated a man way older, there, you know, there are pros and cons. Of course, we shall get into those details later. However, many would say this man has probably lived out his life. You know, yes, he's looking for a woman to settle with, if that is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But again, if you get a woman who wants to actually like
Live
have
her
fun
life,
and
yeah.
they have not lived any of their life, it could be a hurdle.
Then why are you with this man? It's important.
I thought you
to
said
date-
love is not in the picture.
This is what I'm saying. This is, I meant to say this. If you want to party, yeah, if you want to go out and just live this wild life of where you're living, where you only live once, that YOLO life, then why are you going for somebody who wants somebody who is
Something
more stable?
serious, yeah.
It's very important to also gauge at which point are you in your life. Do you want to start a family? Do you want to be a career woman? Are you looking for financial stability? If you are, it's very important to choose wisely who you date. You can't be a middle-aged woman or who is almost reaching menopause. You want to start a family, and now here you are dating a guy who is 10 years younger than you. No, he's probably fresh out of university. He's trying to figure himself out. For you, have already found out who you are.
What if he's already
Why
figured it
you,
out?
What, at 24? Even in their 30s, they haven't yet figured who they
I
are.
think it depends.
Even at 30, they don't know who they are.
And that's what I was saying.
Find someone who is in your same, it's not even about, I think age brackets perhaps, it's not even that thing right now. In the same mental space as you, and they want what you want.
I think it's
Because
the mental space is the
if
word
you're
here,
looking
not
to
even
start
the
a
age
family,
bit of it.
leave these campus boys alone. They look good. But leave them alone.
They're not ready.
I would like to hear from Sandra as well. Because Sarah is throwing shots this morning. They're not ready.
Let's come with fire. Well, I think, and like in my 20s, the guys I dated were older than me. I found that better. I would never date a guy like who is in his 20s as well. Had to be about from 8 to 10 years older than me. Why? And this is where I beg to differ with you, Sarah, because I liked it because, yes, I was in my 20s, like I was fun.
It's exciting.
Rock stars had nothing on me, yeah? And I was living my best life. But the thing is, what I loved about it is that this guy will not be with you like in the club or everywhere. So I would have like my own other life with my friends. I go and live it up. And then maybe in the evening, the next day, we are doing dinner, you know? So like we had our own thing, and I was living both lives, and it was fun. Yeah. Because, and I felt, like you said, I felt very safe with them, and would have very profound conversations, and it would be like nice, like we'd really spend quality time together and everything. And for me, that worked. I liked it.
You liked your space.
Yes, I did. I like my,
that he
and also,
did.
you know, dating young guys, man, I just failed to do that because that guy wants you, every day he wants to see you. Like, why?
No, See, I agreed to dating an older man. I didn't
Yeah.
agree to dating a younger man because with
Yeah.
older men comes with
Yes.
the thing that I think is the most important thing in a relationship, and that is financial stability and security. And that is what older men can provide. Younger men cannot provide. There are few who can,
Yes.
but you see, the thing with younger
Yeah.
men is that they have a pool of choice. They can choose, okay? You and your middle-agedness and some other
go
youngin
figure it out.
out there. You see, that's the thing about younger men. I'm not saying that they're terrible, yeah, but I'm just saying that if you're a woman who is looking for things like financial stability, you're looking for somebody who is going to have profound conversations that can inspire you and motivate you, then a younger man is not for you. I'm just saying that if you want to have a good time, yeah, yes.
Well, for me, in my perspective, it comes from the reason as to, first of all, I would never date a man younger than me, whether you look how or what. It just cannot work. Why? Because psychology states that even while you're at the age of 24 as a woman, you might be thinking as a woman who is at the age of 28. So that is the reason why I would prefer to go for a man who is way older than me, about 8 years, about 10 years. That is okay, because I know he's older, but actually the way I think is almost on his level, because psychologists state and say a woman's age rarely determines how they think. Actually, most women reason more than their age, because at the age of 25, they're probably reasoning as a person at the age of 30. So that's the thing. However, ladies, I want to understand what pushes women and men to go for people that are either younger or older than them.
Oh my gosh, where do I begin?
Oh.
Anyway, let's look at the underlying factors.
Okay.
You see, when a woman grows older, when she like gets to her 40s, she gets to her prime in bedroom affairs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like her libido is way up there. Now, the guy who is her age or a bit older is not most of the times able to keep up with her.
Yes.
But a guy who is younger is just getting started. So they can match up. Why? Because he's getting started, he has the zeal, and she has the experience. So they have a good time. And then vice versa, a guy who is older is not very sure of himself, so he needs a young, little, nice-looking girl to make him
boost his
feel
ego,
like, to harness his ego, to show him that I still got it. But to, like, he's still not, he doesn't still got it, but you know what I mean.
Yes,
She's
so
there, and she makes him feel young and alive and everything. But it gets complicated because that little young, pretty thing who is there also has the other young, cute thing.
Who is over there?
Who is over there also.
This love
making
triangle.
her feel, because he cannot keep up with her.
Yeah.
Like his prime is gone. But for women, it's the opposite. When they get to
Exactly.
40s, it goes up.
Exactly.
When we are younger,
It's-
it's not so,
Yeah.
so it's the opposite. So that is one
One
reason why people are
Cross-generation,
triangle.
yes.
Okay.
And another reason is also for financial benefits. That's why you see younger men dating older women, because there comes the benefit of financial privileges or opportunities or financial support.
Yeah.
Same thing with women, while they have, older men, sugar daddies and whatnot, because they're, giving them the finer things in life. So that is another reason as to why people, cross generation relationships. Because if you're dating someone who is 10 years older than you and you're not getting money, why are you there?
pick one struggle.
Pick one struggle. Pick one.
Pick one.
Security purposes.
The
is
ladies
other thing.
this morning. The ladies
Pick a
this
struggle,
morning.
choose
If
your
you're
struggles
weak at it.
wisely. But for security purposes, some women actually date older men. For instance, security purposes, women want to feel safe.
You want to secure the bag.
Not secure the bag. Secure the bag is the
that too,
financial
honey.
beat of it.
That too.
Very important. Well, as we go on out, as we're first going to look at some of the celebrities or people that we know that actually have an age difference, where the women are actually more,
Way
way
older.
older than the men. And after that, we shall come back to the question of why is it that it is acceptable for a man to date a younger girl, but when a woman decides to get a younger guy, like what the ladies do not seem to be siding with, eyebrows are raised. Well, our first couple is Lisa Bonet and Jason Momoa, and the age gap is actually 18 years. Status, they married in October 2017, although many believe that they got married in November 2007. After splitting from Lenny in the early 1990s, Lisa Bonet linked up with the Aquaman, who says his affection began when he saw Bonet on TV when he was 8. And actually the age gap is 18 years. Lisa is 18 years older than Jason.
They're actually getting divorced, actually. Really? Yes, they put out a joint statement. Today's Friday. That was on Wednesday. They're getting divorced. Unfortunately.
Our next couple is our very own, well, I call her very own, I love Gabriella Union. Gabriella Union and Dwayne Wade, the age gap is 10 years. Status is they married on August 30th, 2014. And actually Gabrielle Union is 10 years older than Dwayne Wade. Well, our next couple is Sam Taylor Johnson and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Age gap is 23 years.
God damn.
Now, the 50 Shades Grey director and Avengers star have faced plenty of scrutiny and intrusive questions about their relationship. And guess what? Sam simply says, people like to talk about it. I like but it works better than my last marriage. It lasted longer than a lot of my friends' marriages. So you see, what may not work for you may actually work for someone else. It's not that one shoe fits all. So ladies, I would like to understand, why do we frown upon women that decide to date younger men?
Me, I don't frown. I don't frown. I mean, honey, live your best life. There are some perks that come with dating younger men. Like Sarah said, they look nice, they have the energy, they are the life of the party. Yeah, they're just fun to be around, you know. And if you are a woman who, you already have your kids, you already have your career, maybe you're divorced. So, man, live your best life. Me, I don't frown upon them at all.
I don't frown on people dating, whether you choose to date old or young. I think as long as you're in a happy place, if you feel this person actually makes you happy, I think go for it. Because it doesn't matter. Society is always going to find something to criticize you over, even if you're actually doing the best. So if he's young and he makes you happy, be with him. If he's old, even if it's 20 years, be with him.
So as we wrap up the conversation, I will close this segment by giving you 10 things you should know before dating someone that is older. Well, the first one is ditch the formulas. Well, if you're going for someone who is older, you have to ditch those formulas of, okay, it is a man who initiates the first date. No, baby, you have chosen this road, so you have got to ditch most of the love formulas. The next one is establish reasons why the age gap is there. The next one is communicate. It is very important, by the way, especially when, I'm not saying only when there is an age difference. In all relationships, when you're dating, when you're married, it's very important that you communicate. Especially, for example, if you're a woman and you're dating a guy who is younger, you might want the guy, be free to talk to the woman, tell the woman, you know what? I like things done this way. I like things done this way. I like to be held like this. They need to understand. If you're dating a man who is older, tell the man, you know what, you're much older, I'm younger. I have not lived half of my life. I love to go out. I love to party. Communicate. The next one is manage stereotyping expectations. Don't waste time listening to unsupportive people. When you decide to go for someone older or younger, be sure that you're ready for, the raising of eyebrows, the stereotyping that will come with it. And the question is, are you both ready to take up the challenge? And finally, 6 things to consider before dating a young man. So if you're out there and you're watching Sunrise at Sea and you're considering dating someone that is younger than you, for the ladies, these are some of the things that you can actually consider. 1, they often have different priorities. That is definitely true, because the man is younger, you're way older, and you're not thinking in the same box. You're not in the same mental space. Your priorities are different. Your goals and visions are totally different. So if you are not a goal-oriented person, this could probably be okay. The next one is younger men can have less of a past. You may have a difficult dynamic. That is true. Things may not seem as, flowing as possible, but it is up to you. The next one is younger men are generally more up for adventure. So if you're a lady and you're not up for adventure, I suggest that you do not go for a younger man. And finally, you may get pushback from friends and family. Plus, social media in-laws, those ones never keep quiet. Well, that wraps up the conversation that we had for you today on Our Views. 57 minutes past the hour of 8, and we do thank you for being a part of Sunrise at Sea, right from the hour of 7 a.m. up to the hour of 9 a.m. Thank you also for starting this week with us and choosing to end the week with us. Also, do not forget that today is Friday and the hashtag is wear your local jersey, and today after the show I'm actually going to be wearing my local jersey, which is KCCAFC, so you might want to get yours as well. But also be sure that you can catch all these different conversations that we had this morning on our different social media platforms. On our website, it's www.ctv.co.ug, and on YouTube all our different episodes of the segments will actually be uploaded. Of course, we're streaming live on Facebook, but if you want to backtrack, well, YouTube is the best place to go. Otherwise, special thanks to the team behind the scenes and of course the ladies for making this show what it looks like this morning. Otherwise, see you next time. Don't blink.